Hey there, it's Kayla here with What's Brewing. Today we have Andrew, owner and founder of Parish Brewing Company, for part 2 of his interview. Before we get started, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful B-roll. So Andrew, it's part 2. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Welcome.
So last time we talked a little bit about how Parish got started and the journey getting there. So I'm curious, what was the first beer you ever made?
Well, you have
What
to
was
go
the first
back.
one you ever brewed?
Yeah, you got to go back to my garage.
That's awesome.
And believe it or not, the second beer I ever made in my garage was Canebrake, which is now
Now,
one
that's
of our biggest products. But the first beer I ever made was a pale ale. It was a delicious little pale ale that I made, and it was amazing. You know, it wasn't the best beer I've ever made, but tasting the first beer you've ever produced is always the best beer you've ever made.
That must have been such a satisfying
it was
feeling.
great, yeah. But yeah, believe it or not, the second beer I ever made is like a test batch was Canebrake. I even had
That's awesome.
the recipe was called Canebrake, and I used molasses as a sugarcane ingredient to try and find some kind of a local indigenous thing that I could put into it as a hook. And that's changed over the years into sugarcane syrup. We actually use Steen's
Now
sugarcane
in
syrup.
for Canebrake.
Yeah, we buy it by the drum from Steen's in Abbeville, and that's
Keeping it local.
yeah, that's what goes into Canebrake.
That's
And why we call
awesome.
it Canebrake.
I know y'all still carry Canebrake. So the first one you ever brewed, is that one you did just personally for yourself, or
Yeah.
did you end up carrying it?
No. I was learning how
That
to
you were
make
just
beer.
trying and
I was an engineer and I didn't know how to make beer. I was learning how to make beer because I wanted to start a brewery. And so I just picked a recipe and a style of beer that I liked and made it. And never made that again. I mean, we've made
That's
lots of different
interesting.
kinds of pale ales, lots of different kinds of IPAs.
Mhm.
But from that point on, at the home brewery in my garage, it was trying to figure out how to master Canebrake because I knew that was going to be a big product that we could sell a lot of,
And
and
it
it turned
sure
out to
is.
be a big success.
Yes, that is a big one.
Mhm.
I know you are quite a busy man with a very big company. So what do you get very much downtime? You
Oh
get a little
yeah,
bit of downtime. What do you like to do in your
I like to
downtime?
fish. Fishing, it's actually probably one of the reasons why I wanted to be an entrepreneur is because I needed to um, make money faster, so to speak, to achieve my goals of I wanted to own a camp one day, a fishing camp and a boat, and um, uh, that's what I do now on the weekends. I mean, we got. I don't want to date this interview, but Memorial Day is about to come up, and that's we're going to be spending all weekend on a boat,
That's awesome.
catching fish, swimming, that kind of
So
thing.
do you have your camp now?
Oh yeah,
You
oh
do.
yeah,
Awesome. So that came full circle.
definitely.
That all worked out for you. And how do you juggle? You are a dad and a husband, right?
That's right.
How's that balance? Keeping that balance with such a large company.
Well, I mean, the business is not that big, but I've got, it's busy for sure. And starting it was much harder than it is today, operating it in a more steady state place. I've got great employees, a wonderful team of people that are talented, hardworking. They know what to do. They make great decisions where it seems like every year, the amount of hours that I need to spend, let's say with my hands on the steering wheel is less and less because I have other very qualified, smart people working with me that can help carry the load. But I mean, I was working 70, 80 hours a week
Wow.
when I first started it,
Oh yeah.
4 a.m. till 10 p.m.
I feel you probably felt like you basically lived there.
I did, yeah, it was horrible. Every Saturday and Sunday I worked and brewed beer, but today it's a much more reasonable schedule, and you know, uh, I feel like I've got. I mean, I never miss
Amazing
a baseball game. I mean,
That's amazing.
we live a normal life.
And that's what really matters at the end of the day.
Yep.
So you get to live your dream and you don't miss a beat with the kids.
Yeah, and that's an important thing. We're at a crossroads right now as a company. I have to decide if I want to grow it more, or are we happy kind of where we're at and maybe just take it in a more slow growth, incremental fashion. One of the downsides to rapid growth is the time away from your family and loved ones.
Absolutely.
And, that's a big consideration.
And handling a much larger crew and bigger crew.
Yep.
But you seem to have done a fantastic job.
Thanks.
And I mean, it's going great.
We try hard.
Well, that'll wrap us up for today. Thank you so much for joining us, taking time out of your day to spend it with us. And we can't wait to see what decision you make, if we're going to stay where you're at or grow. And we'd love to watch that journey.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming.
Cheers.
If you like what you saw today, please hit that like button, go ahead and crush the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a thing we have coming your way. Until next time, I'm Kayla, and y'all have a great one.